we check in on the latest cattle market news with our Market Update, brought to you by CattleFax.
Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the CattleFax Update. Beef carcass weights have been steadily increasing during the last 3 decades. In the 1990s, steer carcass weights were around 750 pounds. The typical carcass today is 100 pounds heavier. While increased carcass weight reflects long-run improvement in genetic and nutrition management, carcass weights also point to short-term trends affecting feedlots. USDA weekly carcass weights illustrate the seasonal variation of changing feedlot placements, weather, and fed cattle marketing rates. Finished cattle are generally lightest in the spring and heaviest in the fall. Spring feedlot marketings have a higher percentage of cattle that entered feedlots as calves and reach maturity at lighter weights. Feeder cattle dominate the fed cattle mix throughout the rest of the year, resulting in heavier carcass weights through the fall and winter. Also, carcass weights typically decline after periods of extremely cold or hot temperatures, as cattle use more feed resources to maintain an ideal body temperature and feedlot performance suffers. Finally, feedlots tend to feed cattle longer during times of poor profitability, resulting in heavier carcasses. Steer carcass weights likely peaked this week at 858 pounds and will decrease around 50 pounds going into next spring. The average steer carcass weight in 2011 is up 8 pounds year to date and is 5 pounds higher than the 5-year average. Despite placement weights at near all-time highs in 2011, carcass weights will likely be lighter than the highs of 2009. Feedlots faced extremely hot summer temperatures and aggressively marketed fed cattle throughout most of the year, keeping weights from reaching new highs. Carcass weights will likely maintain the current pace if feedlots can remain profitable and winter weather conditions are favorable, benefiting an industry that expects smaller 2012 per capita beef supplies. For the Angus Report and CattleFax, I'm Lance Zimmerman.
To learn more about CattleFax, your leading source for beef industry market information, visit CattleFax.com.